Happy Sunday, everybody. Today is a beautiful day. It's the day that the Lord woke us up. Let's be grateful and go ahead and get this day started. So I am very thankful that my church starts later on in the day because I know most of y'all churches start very early in the day. My church is not starting until 12:30, so that gives me a little bit of a late start to go ahead and get things going. But of course, I needed to go ahead and get the breakfast going for these kids. Today, I just made them something very simple, some toast, sausage, and egg. You know, Jada needs her boiled eggs. She don't eat scrambled. And the twins and Janelle ate scrambled eggs. Say something really quickly because I know I was also a person that believed this saying myself when people say you don't have to go to church to get closer to God or to build your relationship with God. And while I do believe that that is true, I also believe that it's very important to show your obedience and your commitment to God by going to church. Now, I get it. We may all have our different, opinions about the church and the people in the church. But what I have found has made it easier for me with navigating going back to church is understanding that I'm not going to church for the people, but I'm going to church to hear the word of God. Another thing that I find that is very helpful for me with navigating church is to understand that everybody in that church, with the exception of the Lord's presence, is a human, is of man. They sin just like the rest of us. Nobody's life is perfect, even the ones that make it seem like theirs is. Not saying in no shape or fashion that is my experience currently, because I love the church that I go to with my children. There has been no issues thus far. But I will say in the past, I have had issues within churches where I have not always felt comfortable, where I have felt judged, where I have felt, a certain type of way. But I have to remember, again, these are judgmental humans who don't even have the space to judge me. Why am I worried about what they say? And I'm not here for nothing other than to hear what message God has for me in that moment. Because as the good book says, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Therefore, I am thankful that I am at the place in my life where I do not care what people think of me, where I do not care how they feel about me. People are going to talk until the day I die. Listen, they talked about Jesus. What am I worried about? Yeah, I just want to get that off my chest because I felt called to say it. And I know that God is working on me in many different ways, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm also just in a space where I'm like, okay, people are going to talk about you until the day you leave this earth. And I also know at the end of the day that only God can judge me and only God will judge me. And his judgment is the only one that I'm really worried about. So that gives me peace and helps me sleep at night as well. That's my little message for the day. I hope it resonated with somebody and that it touches somebody's heart. And if you feel called to go to church for any reason, go ahead and let God lead you, okay? But now me and the girls are out the door. We are now at church. My great aunt accompanied us with us this Sunday. And I must say, as always, the sermon is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms, engage properly, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.